so don't blink twice. I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Hold me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice.
Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone with a definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
There you go. Wide.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Allen now looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah! There we go, boy.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take it. Kill.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the short.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Cook again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Cooks on the quick slam. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Allen. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go 46. Yeah! Here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
26.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Kill. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Yeah! Kill. Wide. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Now Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it.
And Prescott, his third interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
At the 16-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing. Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
48-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Allen from the gun on third down. Allen going to run with it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll try to get... And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 38-yard line.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take me.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Yeah.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have come back to make it a 2-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Half 85.
They start the drive with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. To the air, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The right side here caught by Kincaid. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry for Davis. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
319!
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards to go, second down. It's Davis on the counter. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Round 80! Hey, tight.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to their 4-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, second and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Alert! 180! What's that?
Here's Davis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Hey, home.
To throw is Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brown 80!
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 10.
5 wide. 319! Stop.
Allen to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give the...
He's got a man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They got a chance to take the lead.
hit the crib with a collapse, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right through the
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Yeah, here we go. Will line up for the
to throw, Prescott. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
36, Bills 35.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
56, 56.
Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Flowers should just about put a camper on this game. Auburn now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Cowboys 43, Bills 35.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exit.
We play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up. Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
There we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Raheem Nunez-Roches there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Dak facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Giants are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. From the 35, it's first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Giants.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go, set, go.
On play action, it is Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He's got some space past the 20, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 25. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, right back to Williams. Yeah! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're first and 10, up at the 42. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 3.
48-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all three downs.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And third down coming up. They'll throw again. Dak. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Here we go, 47. All right, thanks.
Fourth down. Here's Dak. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play.
Brings up second and 3.
Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it with second and 3 coming up. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Forced to his right. And open downfield, it's Johnson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 42 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. Great example of it here.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
Handoff left. Here comes Scatterboot. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Exiting the pocket right. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't. Connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That has played good for 22. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Brian Burns getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go!
From the shotgun, it's down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Anderson. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On play action, here's Dak. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great out.
And he'll be taken down. It's a sack, but there is a penalty flag on the field, so let's get this one sorted out. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Gano for the Giants field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. 26.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll let this go for Pickens. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Dart. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve it.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
At the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
This one intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying, we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves. And as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first down, Dart out to his right. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. Finding space at the 15. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will take a 14-6 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, New York.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. Moving outside the pocket. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Cowboys are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. A run once more with Blue. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. Inside the 35. A huge play for Dallas. That gains an even 60 yards.
Not the way we're accustomed to seeing him hit these home run plays, Mike, but now you can tell they love getting him involved in the ground game. And this type of outcome, it's possible anytime he touches the ball, let alone how he gets it.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And the Cowboys are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here is Dart. Rolling right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air on second down. Dart forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
Throwing. Dart flush to his right. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Dart's going to throw here on second down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Hodgins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's going to gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Tracy. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a...
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick stop.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Dak going to give this to Blue. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. And now we're going to timeout by the defense. The clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout Giants, that is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Dak facing third and long. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's
he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it was thanks in no small part to their defense. They forced the opponent into 5 turnovers, just stifling them drive after drive. That was the story of this game. Their offense did more than enough. They're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hottest divider, I'm from the bottom, no treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a
had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your blood bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It's Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers as a set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he gets this up close to the 40. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Inside the 30. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. What a run by Williams. 55 yards on the game.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys 7, Seahawks 0. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. A looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
23 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Pushed out to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Darnold to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run with Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
Every defensive coordinator, like in the NFL, preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Here we go, boys.
First down, Prescott. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Cowboys 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Sanborn.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Pistol now for Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
We go set. Ready.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
We go set.
On play action, here's Darnold. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a spectacular take-back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action with Darnold. They'll take a shot downfield looking for Cup. And this will be incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but This has been a disastrous start.
He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On 1st down, here's Blue. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here we go. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. Now a little trickery, the old end around. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job out of the defense, and it's 4th down.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. That one is good. And the Cowboys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the
2
stop.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 15 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now, Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see, guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Darnold again. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A 28-yard gain.
Lou going to get it again here on first down. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 2nd down, it's Dak. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. There's a short run taken in by Barner. He was close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Darnold. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will score. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And And they get the two-point conversion.
That makes the score Cowboys 24.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here go 46. Here go. That's what I need. Here go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Prescott on first down. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 37 yards.
The 28-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Dak can throw it here on first down. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it just past their 25. To throw on first down is Darnold. Moving to his right. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Hey, kill! Yeah! Let's go, kill! We're going to 54.
On first and 10, Prescott flushed to his right. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Second down, Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time to Lamb in this one. And it's a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He puts it up, and it's caught. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Seahawks 8. Wray to kick off for the Cowboys.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Corey Horton now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Again, working deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well at the 17-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and goal. At the 6-yard
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
and goal. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the toss here with Blue. And he's in! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level.